Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today we are going to be thinking about when can we use the dot product in NumPy. So in the previous video we learnt about what the dot product was and how to do it. Okay, so today we're going to be focusing on when can we use the dot product, and I'll also give you some type of exercise that we'll also be using the Pandas library in as well. So let's go ahead and launch our Jupyter notebook. So what you want to do is you want to go up to search and search up Anaconda prompt if you are in Windows, or terminal if you are in Mac or Linux. And then what you do is you open up your Anaconda prompt. You expand it if you like, but I'm going to expand it and zoom in so you guys can see. So what you want to do is you want to activate your Conda environment, but please make sure you set up your environment before you do this, because otherwise none of the commands will work. So please set up your environment before you start this video. So what we need to do is we need to launch our environment. So conda activate. And where is our environment? So we need to type in a file path to where our environment is. So users, desktop, folders, ML course, practice project. You can press tab to auto complete and then env. And then when you press enter, this base over here will turn into this whole file path. Okay, so as you can see that right here. Okay, so after you've done that, you want to type in Jupyter notebook and then press enter, and it will start loading up a few links, and it will eventually load up your Jupyter notebook. So let's wait for that to happen. Okay, so it takes a long time. Okay, so now it's processed this. Now all the links have come up. Okay, so now that it has come up with the Jupyter homepage like this, you need to go ahead and navigate to your Jupyter notebook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. So let's do that. Okay, so this is where we left off last time. And this is so in the previous video we learned about the dot product. Okay, so we made two arrays and we wanted to find out which array were how we needed to reshape these arrays using transpose to make them aligned, so they could let us access the dot product. So today I'm going to give you a bit of an exercise, okay? So let me show you. Okay, so here is a spreadsheet I made. It's called Jam Sales. So here we've got all the days of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we sold blackberry jam, strawberry jam, and cherry jam. So we sold 3 blackberry jam on Monday, 8 blackberry jam on Monday too, and 9 blackberry jam on Monday. And on Friday we sold quite a lot, but on Monday we didn't sell that much. Here we've got all of these, and here we've got the price of each jar of blackberry jam, strawberry jam, and cherry jam. So blackberry jam is 10, strawberry jam is 8, and cherry jam is 12. And now if we look at the total, you can see there's a little formula over here. So it says B2, which is this row over here. So if we look here, B2 is this row over here times B9, so which is this row over here, plus C2 times C9 plus D2 times D9. So D2 plus D9. Hang on a minute. That actually looks like it's a dot product. So yes, we use the dot product here to find out this result. Okay, so this is why we will use dot product. So you can use a lot of dot product sometimes to calculate different examples. So what we're going to do is, instead of just importing this into Jupyter Notebook, we're going to create this from scratch so we can understand how we can create this exact data frame. Okay, so let's do that. Yep. Okay, so how are we going to replicate this exact spreadsheet into a NumPy array? Okay, so how exactly are we going to do that? So it is actually pretty easy. So you just have to visualize it and then go ahead and write all of it down and so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is we are going to put some markdown here. We're just going to say dot product example. Okay, and in brackets we're going to put jam sales, because that is what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to make something that shows jam sales. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a np random seed, so the numbers will be similar to these numbers over here. Okay, so hopefully they will be similar, but they will still be, kind of random. Okay, so we're going to create a random seed, and now we're going to create a variable that says number of jars sold. Okay, so that is going to be that would be this section over here. Those are the numbers of jam sold. Okay, so we're just gonna say sales amount is equal to np.random.randint. Let's say we want it up to 20, because our numbers are up under 20, so we want them in range from 20 to 0. We want the size of our array to be 5, 3. Just make sure you include the equals over here. And let's view our sales amount array. So sales amount, run it, and we get this beautiful array over here. So now let's create a data frame out of this sales amount. Okay, so we can do this with Pandas. It's pretty easy. So what we're going to do is we are going to say weekly sales is equal to pd.data frame. Okay, so pd.data frame sales amounts, because that is the data we want to put in our data frame, and index. So instead of the indexes being 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to put the indexes as none. So I'm just going to put abbreviations for the days. Wed, after Wednesday it comes Thursday, and then Friday. Okay, so those are our indexes. So those will be the labels for our rows. After that, we've got the columns. So columns is equal to, and that's actually quite obvious. So we've got our blackberry jam column. So blackberry jam. And we've got our strawberry jam column. and we have also got our cherry jam column. Okay, so blackberry jam, strawberry jam, and cherry jam. So now let's view our weekly sales data frame. And beautiful. So it's given us these rows. It's got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, and we've got blackberry jam, strawberry jam, and cherry jam. So it's pretty clear by now. So we sold 12 jars on Monday, 15 strawberry jam jars on Monday too, and 0 cherry jam jars on Monday. Quite sad. So now let's create a prices array. So this prices array will represent this over here. So later on, we're going to convert that into a data frame, of course. But for now, we're going to create an array and then convert it, okay? So how do we do that? It's easy. So what here, I'm going to write in a comment, creating prices array. So we're just going to call our array nice and simple, prices is equal to np.array. What we're going to do is we're just going to replicate them from here. We want 10, 8, and 12. Okay, so np.array. This is simple. If we want to just put in specific values, we just need to put in 10, 8, and 12. And we can call prices. Okay, so very simple array. It is called prices. So now let's create a data frame. Okay, so let's create a data frame. Prices. Actually, no, we'll call it this one jam prices. Jam prices is equal to pd.data frame. We want to put in the data of the prices. If I spelled that correctly, yes. The index is going to, we only want one index, and this is going to be price. And what columns do we want? It's the same as before. It is blackberry jam, strawberry jam, and after that it is cherry jam. Okay, so blackberry jam, strawberry jam, and cherry jam. Okay, so now let us view our jam prices data frame. Okay, so now it's giving us a type error. It says index must be called with a collection of some kind. Price was passed. Oh, okay, so I put capital price, and it should, there we go. Oops, it's giving us a price error again. Oh, okay, so basically we need to put brackets around this too, and now it should work. But now it's giving us a value error. What could we do wrong? Shape of past values is 3, 1. Indices imply 1, 3. Oh, so this is what happened. So we only put one index, so that means there's one row, and we've got 3 columns. That is the case here. But here, it is saying the shape of our Pandas data frame we're trying to create is 1, 3. But then if we look at prices dot shape, so let's check it, prices dot shape, we get 3, 1. So how do you think we can do this? What we're going to do is we are going to reshape the array. So prices dot reshape instead of just prices. What do you want to reshape it to? We're going to reshape it to 1, 3, so it is aligned with the Pandas data frame. And now we run it, we get a perfect, we get the exact data frame we want. Okay, so now, what if we wanted the total sales? Okay, so this column is our total sales, and as I told you before, each result in this total sales is the dot product of the number that was sold and the cost. Okay, so we need to actually calculate the dot product using NumPy, and we can use the dot method. So what we're going to do is we're going to say total sales is equal to price dot sales amount. Okay, sorry, saying price is not defined. Prices. Okay, so it's saying shapes 3.1 and 5.3 are not aligned. Obviously not, because if we check our sales, amounts, so let's check that here. Sales amount dot shape. And then if we also check our prices dot shape, we get they're not aligned, because as you can see here, we are trying to do we're trying to do 3.1 with 5.3, and obviously these two numbers do not match, so this 3 over here has to come here. So what we can do here is we can do transposing. So what we're going to do is we are going to say we're going to say total sales is equal to prices dot so total sales is equal to prices dot, and instead of just passing in sales amount, we are going to pass in sales amount dot capital T, so we can transpose it. And then let's view total sales. Whoops, that is not how you spell total sales. Total sales, and now we have our beautiful array, and it is the dot product of the column and the price. Okay, so not the column, the number of jars sold and the price. So now what we're going to do is we want to actually combine this total sales column with this weekly sales column. So if we view weekly sales, we get this. So we want to combine the weekly sales column with the total column. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert this total, total sales into a data frame. Okay, but so what we're going to do is obviously we are going to say what do we say here? Hang on a minute. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to say daily sales is equal to pd dot data, capital letters, so data frame is, and then we want to pass in total sales, and we are going to say let's say the index is equal to, let's put the index as total, and I'm going to put my total in pounds. And then we're going to say column is equal to and what columns do you want? Yeah, so actually we don't need columns. So if we look at our daily sales, it is saying shapes of past values is 5.1, indices imply 1.1. So let's us check what has happened here. So let us check total sales. Let us check total sales shape. Whoops, why did I turn that into code? Okay, so now we're gonna say total sales, total sales dot shape, because we want the shape. Okay, so I'm spelling everything wrong here. Shape. Okay, so it's saying it's 5.1, and here it is saying that it's 1.1. Okay, so this is because we need to put 5 columns. So columns is equal to, let's set them to Monday, Tuesday, okay, so I just spelled that totally wrong. Wednesday, Thursday, and next is Friday. So it should work now. Whoops, it's saying, oh, okay, so that is because we put this all in a list. So we need to put the brackets there and another set of speech marks. Invalid syntax is saying, what happened here? Okay, so what we need to do is, the reason that is happening is because we need to put this over here, and now if we run it, it gives us another value error. Shape of fast values is 5.1. Indices imply it 1.5. So again, we need to transpose this dot t. Actually not dot t. Dot reshape. We're going to reshape this into 1.5. Okay, so now you've got our total daily sales. Okay, so we've converted that into a data frame. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add this to weekly sales. So it'll be on this end. But the problem is over here is that this is vertical, okay? But let's try it anyway. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to say weekly sales, and we're going to create a column called total in pounds. Okay, and this is equal to daily sales. Okay, so we just got a bunch of errors over here. If we scroll all the way down to the bottom, wrong number of item past 5, placement implies 1. So what happened here? So if we look at weekly sales dot shape and daily sales dot shape, we get this 5, 3, and 1, 5, and they are not aligned, so we cannot combine them together. So we need to transpose daily sales. Okay, so we need to transpose daily sales. Let's see if it works. Weekly sales, we want to create another column called total. So we're just going to create it again. And we're going to say this is equal to daily sales dot t. Whoops. Okay, my spelling is going crazy today. And then if we call weekly sales, now we have this total column at the end. So we actually created our data frame we wanted. We also created a jam prices data frame, and they basically represented, so the first weekly sales represented this, and then the jam sales represented this. So we managed to create an exact replica using the dot product, okay? And we also used a bit of transposing as well. So well done, guys, for doing this exercise with me. If you would like this spreadsheet to reference to while you are working, I'll put the link in the comments below so you can practice a bit more, tweak around, try make the numbers and columns different, and just do this exercise over and over again but with different data, and you might get it. Okay, so as I told you, dot product is a very hard topic you understand. So please practice that, and then you'll eventually start getting it. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments or doubts, please comment them in the comment section below. And I guess that's the end of this video. Bye.